saying, hey, I got to pay 25% more for your product. It's already a premium product. That wasn't going into my pocket, so it was coming out of theirs.
Tonight, local businesses react to tariffs between the U.S. and other global leaders. Thanks for joining us on News Channel 3, live at 11. I'm Andy Dominiani.
And I'm Jessica Harthorn. While there's a temporary pause on tariffs with our neighbors Mexico and Canada, China is still very much in the picture. Tonight, there's a 10% tariff on all Chinese imports.
And China says it will hit back with a 15% tariff on oil, gas, machinery, cars, and more. That's got many wondering how it's going to impact their bottom lines here in the U.S.
News Channel 3's Princess Johnny Steverson joining us live from Kalamazoo tonight. And Princess, you spoke with the co-owner of Samson's Barbershop, who says that none of this is good for business.
That's correct. And tonight I spoke with Adam Muncie, who at the end of this year will be celebrating 5 years in business, but it's something he's not sure if he will get to see because of these tariffs. And if these 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada are upheld in just the few coming weeks, well, Muncie says he's not sure how his business will do, let alone if it'll survive.
There's some stuff that Americans just aren't making as well. Candelilla is a perfect example of that.
Candelilla, it's a popular plant grown in Mexico. It's a wax texture, and its nutrients serve as the key ingredient in a lot of conditioners and skincare products, such as the ones Adam Muncie and Jake Hamlet make. They are two friends who turned into business partners in August of 2020 when together they opened Samson's Barbershop, a man's grooming brand and a manufacturer.
Distribution specifically, we're probably in about 15 countries now.
But the two are worried about how long they can keep their doors open once the Trump administration's 25% tariff, specifically on Canada and Mexico, begins. Muncie and Hamlet recently partnered with some Canadian manufacturers for the grand opening of a store in the Great White North.
Only about 30% of the global market happens in the U.S. Most of it's out of Mexico. And if that price goes up 25% for me, I got to charge 25% more.
Nobody wants to pay more money, and I feel like I'm comfortable paying for good work, especially when I know that the money is staying in the community. And
Jacob Berglund and his 12-year-old son, Miles, have been coming to get their haircut at Samson's every 6 weeks for years. He pays $40 plus a tip and says it's a shame our economy may soon struggle more than it already is. But for now, he and Miles will keep coming in.
It really varies depending on if he wants to keep it long, keep it short.
When times are tough, it all comes down to relationships.
Other than working with his business partners, Muncie says he's just trying to keep the faith. A fun fact, Samson's actually got its name from a biblical character in the book of Judges who refused to cut his hair. And when he did that, he not only became stronger, he also got closer to God.